Welcome to the Coffee with Cheryl podcast, the podcast for women over 50 who want to live their best life right now. Imagine having the courage to reinvent your life financially, professionally, personally, and spiritually. Join Cheryl and guests as they share practical tips and resources to inspire you to achieve the lifestyle of your dreams. So grab your favorite mug. It's time for Coffee with Cheryl.
Welcome to the Coffee with Cheryl podcast, a podcast for women over 50 who want to live their best life right now. I am your host, Cheryl Garrison. I am an author, I'm a publisher, I'm a speaker, I'm a coach. I am passionate about everything that has to deal with women over 50. And on this very, very special Memorial Day, I wanted to just hop on real quickly and talk a little bit about the day and about what it means to so many of us. And of course, as always, I want to start with this quote. When someone you love becomes a memory, the memory becomes a treasure. And I believe all of us who have experienced loss, whether it's someone in the military, someone in our immediate family, a dear friend, coworker, whatever that may be, when we experience that and we remember that person, and if we remember them with that peace and love in our hearts, it is a treasure. So for many of you, um, the beginning of this year has seen a lot of loss. I know for my family it has, and some of my dear friends. But today I want to hold on to this quote. When someone you love becomes a memory, that memory becomes a treasure. And so I want to just really think about all the treasures, and I want you to think about all the treasures that the people in your life who have gone on have left you, the treasures of laughter. I recently just lost my sister and my niece. My sister and I, of course, you those of you who watch the podcast, you know that it was just very recently, and you know how close we were. And even though the memories, a lot of them hurt. Today, I'm focusing on the ones that leave me with the treasure, and that's the treasure of her laughter, the treasure of her just open heart, her giving heart, the way that she never ever met a person that didn't become a fast friend. The person that if he seen anyone in need, she was opening her heart, opening her home, opening her pocketbook, making room for that person in her life. That treasure, the treasure of being the number one aunt on the planet. All of her nieces and nephews had the most remarkable relationship with her. And they can, when we think of certain things that she did, and it brings that laughter, that brings up the love, that treasure. So this is not going to be a long podcast because everyone's getting ready we do celebrate. We celebrate in two ways. We celebrate, I know when we were growing up, um, Memorial Day, we would wake up early and all week my mom would be putting together flowers and we would prepare for the cemetery run. And we'd go, we lived in Madera, which is near Fresno, and all of our relatives who had gone on were buried in Fresno. And we'd go and put flowers on the grandfather and the grandmother and uh, uncles and aunts on their graves. And then after that, we'd all meet the family, the Haynes family would meet in a big park and have just the best time, barbecue. They had a playground where the kids could go and ride rides and row boats. It was just a time for cousins and a time for family. So today does bring up those kinds of things where those of you who still do that in memory of your loved ones. They go out and put fresh flowers or a flag if they're in the military, or just go and say a prayer. We know that you're going to be doing that today. And then afterwards, we'll all meet. I know my kids are coming to the house and we're grilling and playing games and swimming, doing all those things that bring family together. So I hope that that's on your radar today, to spend time with family and treasures those memories. Talk about who those people are that we have lost and bring up their treasures, their laughter, the jokes they told. My brother was just a character. Talk about him and the whole room is laughing. So just think of that today. And if you are, I don't have people in my family, my immediate family, who served in the military. And we thank those of you and those of your family who served. Thank you for their service. And those of them who didn't make it home, we know today is a day of remembering them and then celebrating their life, celebrating their bravery, celebrating what they did to keep us free and to keep us safe. And we don't take that for granted as a nation, as a people. We know that we couldn't live the life that we live now had they not given or had they not served. So we are in memory of those who served, those of us who've lost our loved ones, but we are remembering them and remembering the treasures that they left us. And I hope that this podcast will remind you and to think back and to go into your heart and find those treasures. And I pray that it puts a little smile on your face or a little laughter in your day. And then I hope you're celebrating with the family and friends who are still with us and remembering that we only have today. We only have this second, truly. And if we live our life fullest, then we will leave those treasures so that when we are gone, people will be able to say that memory has become a treasure. Happy Memorial Day. And I pray that this day brings you joy and brings you the memory of treasures, and that you will continue to live your best life. Not tomorrow, not 3 years from now, but right now, today. Happy Memorial Day.